So this isn't normally how we do this, but we were in the middle of progress on getting Caddy Jack running and ran into a little snafu. I have to wait on, what was that?
A snafu.
A snafu, what? You don't know what a snafu is?
No, it must be from your generation, not mine.
A little one's a snafini, big one's a snafdoozy. This was just a snafoozy. So we ran into a little issue, nothing major, got to wait on something to show up. So we figured instead of making you wait, we would go ahead and put this stuff out to you, a little bit of progress on Caddy Jack and us working on different things, headers, stuff like that. So I'm still stretching wire and working on that all day. So figured we shoot this out to you now so you can catch up to us, and then the next video will be totally caught up. I'm actually fixing to film it right now. As soon as we get done with this, I'm just going to film the next video, and you're not even going to know. I'm just kidding. Yeah. I don't do those things. I don't make those decisions. See, I'm not the production side. That's corporate America. I'm the talent.
Yeah, you are. I'm the comedy and you're the talent.
I'm the looks and you're the body. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Sorry. So, yeah, I'm the blue collar guy in the shop making things happen in the trenches, taking grenades. Jackie's corporate office upriver there.
I don't work up there.
I wish I had a good joke to tell you right now while we're waiting. My father has schizophrenia, but he's good people.
Oh boy. Dogs can't operate MRI machines, but cats can.
The last thing I want to do is hurt you, but it's still on the list.
Me too.
If attacked by a mob of clowns, go for the juggler. It got you though. It's stupid, but it got you.
I got one.
Okay.
What kind of car does a sheep like to drive?
A sheep? What?
A Lamborghini.
Oh my God, no. Okay, enjoy this quick update video of us working on Caddy Jack. And this is like the endless saga of Caddy Jack. It's like Friends.
It's like free pay-per-view.
Free pay-per-view? You think that's what this is? This is so interesting that it's
the
like
best.
Free pay-per-view? Well, watch the video and anything else? Well, bye. those little bumps from the EGT bungs that he welded in. We didn't back purge that. So, and I know that the internet welding experts are gonna give us a lot of grief over that, but I'm just gonna buzz it, smooth it out with this real quick so that we don't have problems later. And I'm gonna smooth these up for an MLS gasket as best I can. Ruga, Ruga, Ruga.
You tuned that thing like a carburetor.
I did too.
Look.
Look, I literally tuned it just like a carburetor. Tuned it up, down, got it. Carburetor nitro stuff, 101. Just putting a bevel on that hole for the EGTs so that they don't get, so they can go in and out easier and the temperature stays constant. You can kind of see if you look at that one and you look at this one, like the top of the hole on this one's really square and like sharp. And then the top of the hole on this one, you can see I went in and beveled the top so that when the EGT probe sticks through, the material that the probe is actually touching is going to be very small, if any, and so it'll have less of a chance of seizing up against that stainless. I just went in and knocked all those proud spots up from the welding when he welded the EGT bungs on. So I went in and smoothed all that out so it wouldn't have anything to catch on, because a lot of times those proud spots will hold moisture and rust and dirt and oil and everything else, and then eventually it becomes a problem. And then what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna take the wire brush on the angle grinder, I'm gonna try and smooth this out so that the textures are the same, and then almost polish it. Really, it's weird how a wire wheel can almost polish stainless. And then because we're gonna use an MLS gasket on this, which is multi-layer steel, these surfaces need to be really, really smooth, which, you know, if you don't have the light on them, I mean, they're pretty smooth now compared to, you know, wood or something stupid, but like when you use an MLS gasket, this needs to be really smooth. Get the RA or whatever it is really, really smooth. So I'm gonna knock it down with this. Right now we don't have the MLS gasket or the copper gasket. So where the gasket is, it sits here, you know, where the hole is, it has a protruded edge on one side that goes in the header. So it'll actually go in and push up against this weld and seal the header here. So when you bolt it down, it's like a compression fitting. It's amazing. It's really, really cool. Let me see what I got right here. check it out. We can actually talk about this. So, this is a gasket off of my car, and this works really, really good on a turbo car because, especially on my car, see how you have this third bolt here. My car only has 2, so it's very similar exhaust, except yours is a lot more spread, whereas mine's really close together. Mine only has 2 bolts, yours has a third, so mine doesn't have anything to seal it in between here. And on a turbo car, this is under an extreme amount of pressure. So what they do is SCE makes this gasket with this proud ring here, or protrusion, or whatever you want to call it, embossed maybe. I don't know, O-ring boss. I don't know, but you can see it's
beveled.
Beveled, man. Well, bevel's in, right? I don't know. Anyway, what they do is they stamp it on this side with some sort of a die, and it pushes it out the other side. So the cool part about that, and if you put a flashlight up on, yeah, you can maybe see it a little better there when it's like that. And the cool part about it is they design that to where it fits. So when you build your headers and you slide this tube in the flange and then you weld it on the inside, this, see it says this side out. Yeah. So this goes to the header. And so what it does is it takes this protrusion and it pushes it into that weld. So it actually goes into the port. You know what I mean? Here, let's look from this side. So if you look, the ring on the gasket is going to go inside the header there. Yeah. You see that? It's really freaking neat design. And so what it does is it pushes that in against the header. And so when you tighten it all down, it's like a compression fitting. When you tighten it down, it pushes.
Isn't that like the mason jar theory? Isn't that how like canning works?
I don't know. What's the mason jar theory?
Well, I don't think it's a theory. Isn't that how mason jars work? They have the little metal piece that goes in the ring or whatever, and it like seals down in there.
Oh, maybe, yeah. See, I don't know anything about mason jars, but I didn't know you liked to can things.
I don't.
I didn't know Jackie cans. You're a canner? What do you can? Like beans and...
I don't even cook. Have you never opened a mason jar?
Usually the mason jars I get are already open. Anyway, long story even longer there. Whenever we get those gaskets from SCE that are made for your heads and headers, then we'll have that sweet little feature there. But until then, we're just gonna have to run an MLS gasket, and so we gotta make this really smooth. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, you're supposed to have a safety on these things. I know most nitrous guys are probably thinking, what in the fuck is he doing right now? Like, you don't know how to do all that, man. The way I see it, we gotta give this little guy every possible chance at success.
Yeah. Little 383s aren't prone to live long, you know?
383s are good little motors.
383 is like a little preemie baby, you know?
Oh, God.
They're like, you might not make it.
That's so fucked up. Normally I would recommend, whoa, I almost got my leg. Normally I'd recommend doing this in a vise. We were working at, I don't remember where it was, Smickless or maybe ASAP Steel when me and Tyler were young. And we used to always take these off, but it had a cutoff wheel on it and it didn't have this on it.
That's dangerous.
And so it was sitting up like this, and there was a guy working, and another guy was walking to the shop, tripped over the air hose.
Can you stop?
Oh,
Shining
sorry.
your flashlight at us, me and my friends.
Sorry.
You know.
I know I look like a nerd with that thing, but
Just
some guy was
blinding
walking
us
through
over
the
here.
shop. He tripped on the air hose. It jerked this off of there, and the guy tried to catch it. The problem was it was like this, and closed his legs. The cutoff wheel, both sides, inside of his legs, cut the muscle away from the bone on the inside of his leg all the way around. He fell down, couldn't even stand up. I had to take him to the hospital.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a rough life when you drop out of high school and you got to go find a job.
Stay in school, kids.
Yeah, stay in school, kids.